Yesterday morning we started at Overton Hill, heading north through Fifield Down Nature Reserve. We went up past Hackpen White Horse, over Hackpen Hill, round Barbary Castle through the rain, circumventing Ogbourne St George, walking north and finally camping at Liddington Castle, which overall was actually a really nice place to camp with wonderful views over Swindon at night. Really, really nice. Then we had nightmares all night and it wasn't so nice, but still, it was a lovely view. So night one complete, waking up around about, it's 6:30 in the morning. I'm feeling reasonably rested considering I was absolutely knackered last night. However, it was cold. I kept waking up cold. In the end, I put on all the clothes that I had available and I still sporadically woke up feeling cold. I did probably get about 5 hours sleep, but the cold really did take it away from making it a really solid night's sleep. Interestingly enough, the ambient temperature was around 12 degrees, so not that chilly, but I guess when you're laying down and the wind's blowing through, the air's feeling damp, even though it was August, yeah, it felt cold. I'm going to put a support request in today for some extra layers, but first I'm going to pack my stuff up, make myself a cup of tea and get ready for the day ahead. Not necessarily in that order. I just want to share my thoughts on wild camping and the anxiety that actually provokes. So initially, my initial anxieties are around where am I going to camp? Do I want to be seen? What's the view going to be like? Am I sheltered from the winds? Is the ground going to be soft enough to put pegs in? But my primary anxiety is, will somebody come along and complain that I'm camped somewhere? I always find it a little bit hairy walking along the roads on the verge when there is no clear defined path. Trying to get along this bit as quick and as safe as I can, hoping and praying a big old lorry with super wide wing mirrors don't come flying by. Slow down, you bloody lunatics. If you've walked along the Ridgeway before, you would have seen this fellow. He's set up full residency here. He's got his trailer, he's got his wood, he's got his cars. He looks a very happy fellow actually. As I went by I said to him, "You alright mate?" "Yeah," he said, "I'm always good." Can't say I blame him. What a lovely life. Maybe he's the landowner. Maybe he owns that part of the Ridgeway. I'm making good progress, however, it's really hard for me to be mindful of my environment. I'm constantly focusing on, oh my shoulder hurts, oh my back's starting to twinge, oh my feet are hurting. I want to do this so much and make it to the end that every niggle and pain has me worrying. Well, not worrying, but just focusing on shift my backpack,
which is happening quite a lot because it's got a heavy backpack, and I'm bound to ache, right? I mean, I've never done nothing like this in my life. 5-mile walks before work are not 20 miles a day. So it's to be expected. And actually, on a scale of 1 to 10, from an uncomfortable perspective, sometimes it gets up to maybe a 5. I'm really aching. I just shift, it moves, and it goes down. It's only at a constant 2 or 3. And look at this wonderful landscape that I'm immersed in. There are times where I'm able to look around, but oh, what's that ache? What's that ache? Still got a long way of this journey to go. And I think I'm going to be really disappointed in myself if I'm unable to let go of these health focuses and just be more mindful. Just accept the fact that it's going to ache. So we made the handover point today at, it's 3:15 for me at the moment, so she'll be here in a minute. She's just stopped into she's going to bring me a Costa. Oh, bless her, she's doing so well for me. And yeah, 50k in, feet are quite achy, absolutely loving the fresh air right now. Gonna get a change of socks, change of t-shirt, and reload food and water, and probably we got I don't know, the monument. There's a monument a couple of k down. I might stay at the monument tonight. When I've been up on the Ridgeway before, I've seen people wild camp there, so it's quite a level. It's pretty level, so I might stay at the monument tonight. Lord Wantage's monument, but it might be a bit early. I don't really want to be sitting around for hours, so I might do a little bit further. I would like to be finding camp between 6 and 7 ideally. I'm really looking forward to my bed tonight. We'll be bringing a couple of extra layers as well. It was cold last night, so a pair of long johns and a long sleeve t-shirt. It's another layer, and to make things a bit easy. Day 2 status report, all is well. All is well. Slightly more dodgier spot tonight, maybe not. This is the Ridgeway. Absolutely done at this point. I can't do no more today. I don't want to risk walking for a bit, and then I did consider the woods. I'm not quite brave enough to stay in random woods yet. However, going along here, nobody's going to be able to see this spot. So into this field here. Where's the barbed wire? It's already been trodden down, strangely enough. Over the ditch. I'm going to plot here, cow, nice and flat, kind of up against the bushes there. Nobody's really going to see. Once it's dark, nobody's definitely going to see. I'm not actually on the field, I'm on the corner here, but we get a lovely view of the field. Not going to set up for a bit later tonight though, on that one. So yeah, that's my spot tonight, pal. I mean, it's green. I don't know if you'll see that. You're looking ahead. You can see it a bit there as you go by. My phone's at eye height, so you could probably see that there. Just see it down there. It's quite stealthy though. I won't have any problems at all when it's dark. Just going to turn around and come back this way, see if we can see it. Okay, you can see the top. Really not particularly fussed at this point. If anyone wants to come in, there's a clear track there. I'll won't be able to see anyone coming in here. There's barbed wire that way. Bit of a ditch down there, so anyone coming over wants to be careful. Whoop. Yeah, not worried. So we'll just lay here for a little while now. We got the mosquito net down to keep the mozzies out. And we're gonna get some food in a minute and just relax. So it's the end of the day. I'm knackered, my feet ache, my shoulders hurt. I'm in my sleeping bag, and we've got about another half hour or so of daylight left. I'm really looking forward to night time where I know nobody can see me. I can get to sleep. I can get that rest I've needed. It's been a long day, and I'm really feeling it at this point. And then in the distance, I hear some voice. It's a voice, it's quite a loud voice, and it's getting closer and closer. And it sounds like somebody's listening to a podcast. It sounds like a religious podcast, and then I get to make out the words as it comes on by, and it's quite disconcerting. I'm just going to paraphrase here, but it was stuff like, "And may God smite down the evildoers and wrench them from the plains of the earth. May they burn in eternal hell and feel the wrath of the Lord. And may their mortal skin be flayed forever from their mortal souls." I was like, whoa, this stuff's heavy. I was really quiet. I thought, I hope this person don't see me and want to have a conversation. It got louder and louder. The rhetoric continued. It was non-stop, and they walked on by. I breathed a sigh of relief. About 20-25 minutes later, I could hear it coming back. I was like, oh crap. This time I decided to unzip my tent so I could have a look out. And I saw a dog jump over the fence further down into the field where this sound was coming from. I was like, no, please, dog, no, I don't need this. Suddenly, the podcast stops and I hear a, Rover, come here, in exactly the same tone of voice as the podcast. It then dawned on me that it wasn't a podcast. It was the person, the dog walker, the, let's call him, religious follower, who was actually talking to himself out loud, very loud, reciting these verses, quite angrily as well. Once I made this realization, it actually took everything up a level. I was willing this dog to jump out the fence. Please don't come down here, I was saying to myself. Please don't come down here. Get out the fence. My heart was beating. I was wide awake, just frozen, watching this dog 100 feet away, run in circles, while this person called them, Rover, come here. Thankfully, Rover jumped out. The guy restarted his rhetoric, came walking by. I was absolutely frozen, holding my breath as he was getting closer, and he went walking on by. That was such a bizarre and nerve-wracking experience for me in the corner of that field, lying down, feeling very vulnerable. I was really glad when it passed and I eventually got to sleep. That experience was quite, let's say, unsettling. However, for me in that camping spot, on that part of the Ridgeway, it was not the most scariest thing to happen. That happened in the morning.